Welcome back to MLD's Prime Time Saturday, as we've got a grand finale for you this evening. The Plat League comes into focus as the Sun Division is our destination for a matchup between the Knights and the Pirates. I am Curtis. That is Inanimate Jay, currently being maimed by his cats in the legs. And Jay got a good one on tap for us.
Absolutely. The Pirates sporting a brand new color scheme this season. The blue, or not the blue, sorry, the purple and green, black and white, not primary colors we're allowed to have, so we make the best of it, and they get to wear some pretty interesting colors here against the Knights, rebranded from the Warriors, keeping their primary red, but they'll go with a gray trim this season. Couple of new rosters, not a lot of holdovers from last season. Really, 4 newcomers to the league, so not a lot to go from. We'll see what they have to bring to the table coming up here in this 5-game series.
Yep, very, very good stuff on the way for all 4 of these players. And nothing is more valuable in this league than experience, and they get it by jumping into their first week of action here. On the Knights side, it is going to be Suitable Troy, and the other one was, who was that?
Kajito?
Where's he at? Kajito, yes, that's indeed right. And then on the other side, it's going to be Mountain Drew and Not Mike for the Pirates. We have teams slotting in. We are ready to go for a 5-game series as the Sun Division is our final stop on this primetime Saturday as we are underway. Ball stalemate at the midfield. Pirates on the offensive, trying to get this as a touch towards the net. Kajito, not great contact. He may pay for this. This is going to go off the post, as he was able to recover and keep it away. 15 seconds in, and already Knights are scrambling in their own end.
A little bit back and forth now. They get to push the ball back outfield, see how they can keep it in on the purple end here, but not a lot for either team going through these first 30 seconds or so. Might be a little bit of the jitters here to start off.
In the purple corner, Mountain Drew will wait, slow it down. He knows he has somebody trying to read him, and he'll get it past him. Not Mike is going to fly past the ball. That's going to be Suitable Troy back the other way. Drew with a touch back towards half. Not Mike will try to take control back into his own defensive corner. He turns back towards the goal line, defers to Drew. Drew misses it by flying underneath the ball. They'll go off the corner. A good clearing attempt for Not Mike. He will get it, but immediately kept back in. Sent across goal mouth, corner to corner, side to side as we play a full minute into action. Still scoreless in game 1. One of these teams going to find a seam here probably soon. But a little bit of back and forth opportunities. Nobody really having the cold-blooded instincts that they need to eventually develop.
Not a lot of play in front of either team's net either. It's in the corners, out at midfield, from the sides, and as soon as a team gets that shot in front right here, Suitable Troy looking for an opportunity, blocked by Mountain Drew. Just get that sense, once they finally get a way to bring it into the center, find a good quality chance inside that box, might be some threat in there at that point.
Kajito with a touch up the ramp. Going to put it into Not Mike's face. Not Mike driving backwards. That's always a dangerous proposition, as you and I both know. Good defensive touch, though, by Mountain Drew. Going to get this back to midfield. Drew trying to wait out Kajito. It ends up going back to Not Mike, who can't quite turn it towards the red net. Back the other way come the Knights. Clearing attempt from Mike. Down to Drew. Back to the goal line. Suitable Troy loses the ball in his own corner. That's not where you want to lose that. Not Mike trying to find the angle. Drew is lurking as well. Pirates on the attack, but can't get anything in frame. That may come back to haunt them. This is a missed clear, and again, it will go corner to corner, side to side as we hit halftime.
A little bit fortunate for the Knights there. Kajito landing on top of Not Mike as he had a look at a shot at the near post. That last sequence of play. The Knights right now prioritizing the ball a little bit more highly than Boost, and it's leaving them open to not having Boost in transition. Dangerous prospect here that might come back to haunt them if they can't get some quality chances going.
Oh, they need a save here, and he gets one. Great backflip save from Not Mike to keep that one away from the goal line. 2 minutes left, and still it remains scoreless after a tough save like that. Into the Pirates' corner. Drew tries to clear it out. It's taken in. Mike's going to have to try to make a recovery touch. He's not going to be able to do it, and Kajito puts the Knights on the board with a 1-0 lead.
Took a while to get there. More than 3 minutes gone off the clock. It's a great interception by Kajito. Blocks the clear. Not Mike coming out for the challenge. Just can't quite get there in time. Kajito up high enough to tip it over the challenge. That's first blood here for the Knights in game 1.
109 seconds to go in game number 1, and that's a good one for the Knights. They try to get their first game win since their rebrand from being the Warriors, as you mentioned earlier. Mountain Drew has a possible shot at that. He actually ended up deferring unintentionally to not Mike, and it went off of Drew. Still a chance for Drew as he tries to put that one home. Not able to do it. Defense getting right in the way. Coming around the corner is Mike. Back to Drew. Far side, and it's through. Game tied with 1:24 to go.
Can't miss those on defense. Kajito in a good spot to be able to play with that ball, but he just kind of gets bamboozled by a little roll off the baseboard there. Comes out in front for Mountain Drew. Oodles of time to play with. Straight into the net to tie the game.
Things getting tense. Defensive battle here. Nice thing that the teams are doing is not really letting the ball into frame, if at all possible. It's helping keep the scores for this contest down. There's a nice touch from Mike. He may be able to turn it. It's got a runner towards the empty net, and the Pirates take the lead. It's 2-1.
Really good touch here by not Mike. Just enough to get that around Suitable Troy. Good head on his shoulders there. Gets around the backside of the ball as it travels towards him. Makes sure that he can direct it on frame. Stay to the outside of that ball when he initially hits it. You just push it further towards that far post. Might have missed the shot had he not done that.
Full house on the board, 2-1 with a 1:12 score or timeline left. This will be back towards the halfway line. Knights need a goal. It's going to end up being a pass. It'll go off the lateral wall, still in front of the Pirates' net. Kajito is going to have to go after this in the corner. Jumps past the ball. Coming in, Suitable Troy. It's going to bounce around that corner. Might have the angle, and Kajito on the near side post, able to put it home. 49 to go, and it's a 2-2 game.
A little bit of hesitation there by Mountain Drew, but the problem with that is, or the reason for that is that he started cycling through the corner towards his net with the ball in that corner. Put his back to the play, which means he had to freeze and try and turn around. By then, Kajito found the seam at that near post, and it was too late. Ball in, 2-2.
Good work from both sides. Trading goals here in game 1. If this is any indication, we're in for a bit of a close series. That'll be far side. Good placement, but too far to the left goes Troy, and the Knights can't take the lead in the waning moments. Back the other way come the Pirates. Taken away by Kajito. Drew's going to have to rotate back post. He'll end up right in front of not Mike. Not great contact by the Pirates. They may pay for it. That one's going to go off the right post. Good opportunity, but it goes by. The Knights could not punish on the mistake. Trying for a pinch. Pirates back the other way. This will go up the sidewall. Getting there first, but missing the ball is Troy. It'll go down to Drew. Drew has a chance for a double here if he's patient with it. Ends up being a little bit too patient as the ball beats him to the correct spot. And we have OT in front of us in game 1.
Couple of moments there as the Knights losing control at midfield. Both players pointing upfield. Nobody able to really turn around and get back on that one. They were lucky that that didn't turn into a chance and now have the ability to win it here in overtime.
There it is. Indeed. There it is. Suitable Troy able to put that one in the empty net after the missed clear, and the Knights take game 1.
Yeah, Kajito right at not Mike there at the near post. Great place to put the ball right above them. They have to react so quickly to try and make contact on that one. Comes off the baseboard, back out for Suitable Troy, and that's a 1-0 lead in the series for the Knights.
So indeed, a good start for the Knights. They had to put a bit of a comeback show on to do it. Pirates are up 2-1 in that game at one point, as the Pirates looking to recover in game 2. Now, you and I have both seen the sheer amount of improvement from Plat League players. As they start in week 1, sometimes they can leave a little bit to be desired in certain situations, but stay tuned, guys. Like, these next few weeks, you're going to see a bunch of improvement as these teams get used to each other and also used to competitive play. So these guys, where they're at now, I can guarantee you is not where they're going to be at the end of the season. So it's a dynamic to watch and a storyline to look for going forward.
Yeah, 10 weeks is a very long time to play together as a unit, and you get so familiar with your teammates and grow together as a team. It goes such a long way towards developing players into, you know, their higher and higher skill levels. And the number of players that have come out of the originally what was the Platinum League, which was our original league, capped out around the low diamond levels. There's a lot of growth there, and especially now with the second league and teams, if their players rank up out of the Platinum League team, they move into a reserve slot with the Champion League, so very much still affiliated with the franchise and able to play at that higher level if there is an emergency situation. That's going to be a touch far side chance for the Knights to take the lead again. Not Mike has to get up to take it out of the top 90. Good work from him. So we're underway in game 2, about 30 seconds in.
Pirates trying to maintain control on the sidewall, and eventually Not Mike will push the envelope and put it into the corner. Up the ramp, setting it up for Mountain Drew, and he deposits it in the top corner. It's a 1-0 lead for the Pirates.
Knights get a little bit stuck there at midfield. You see both of them around that corner pad, or not the corner pad, excuse me, the midfield pad there. They get split up, try to rotate back. Kajito getting stuck right in the center of that net there as it falls above or below the crossbar from off the backboard. Very difficult to deal with that when you're not already in position to attack it. The Pirates take the lead.
Drew going to take this off the sideball. They're going to try to take a 2-goal lead, but a really good clear by Kajito is going to thwart that attempt. Not Mike into the defensive corner. Has some work to do. He's going to get it around one. That's an empty net. Can he turn it? Turns it too far. It goes wide of the intended target with a minute gone. It remains a 1-0 lead.
Very hard to get the angle right on that cutback. You have to get it right, and not actually recognizing the car that he's using. It might be the Jaeger, and I'm not super familiar with its hitbox to understand really where you have to hit it to try and get that cut. The Octane, though, really well documented. Really just has to be on the outside of that front bumper to find that angle you're looking for from there.
Minute 20 gone. 1-0 game. Good little dribble play by Kajito, but it's right at Not Mike as he sends this one careening back into the offensive end. That's going to be an opportunity for him to do it himself as well, and it's a 2-goal lead for the Pirates.
Too much time and space for Not Mike to make this play. Suitable Troy going to the corner boost. Could have had the save, but prioritizing the boost over the angle left a wide open red cage, and it's a 2-0 lead now for the Pirates.
90 seconds gone. 2-0 lead. Knights have to get back on the scoreboard here soon. Kajito's going to try to make that happen himself. Up the sidewall. Sends it bouncing off the corner wall. Pass into the middle. Might be a little far for Troy to work with. Troy going to try to make something happen anyway. It's up. Kajito cannot get there. He ends up underneath the ball, and it gets sent long back into the Knights' end. Coming out to take it into the corner. That's an opportunity for Not Mike to deposit it in the near side, and it's a 3-0 lead for the Pirates.
The route is on here. Big block by Mountain Drew. Hits that part of the corner boards. They're not round here on standard maps. They're actually a sequence of angles. It hits that flat angle that sends it right back out to center. Not Mike on top of that. Triples that lead up to 3-0.
3 minutes left roughly in a 3-0 lead. Pirates asserting their dominance here a little bit. Taking it real slow. Nice and slow is Not Mike. Bounces it off the lateral wall. Kajito's going to get there first and get it past Mountain Drew. Mike's in an unenviable spot. This is going to go up the ramp. Chance for Kajito. Puts it off of the post. And nothing doing for his teammate is a really good defensive touch. He's going to send that off the back wall and back to midfield. And here's Drew. Waiting. Trying to make Kajito commit. Can't do it. Kajito super patient. Keeps in front of the goal line and has to keep himself in front of the ball. Does really well there.
Yeah, and really unfortunate for the Pirates to not get a fourth one there. Had a couple good opportunities, but the Knights, with this pressure mounting up, with the boost grabs that the Pirates are getting in their corners, the camera goes to Kajito here. You see him, no boost here, really has no options to play the ball, and they're under so much pressure at the moment.
Defensive rotation applied. Knights can move into the offensive end. See what they can do with it. Suitable Troy ends up riding on top of the ball. That's not an advantageous position by any stretch. That's an opportunity at a runner for Mountain Drew, and he makes it happen. 4-0 lead. The Pirates are running away.
Suitable Troy, no boost. Yeah, no boost to make the pass, and Kajito right up on the top of the box, almost at the 6-yard box, expecting it pass, but teammate has to communicate. He doesn't have boost, and really no good play on the ball. Both Knights players committed upfield, and it just runs away the other way into their net. Knights got to get one here. For anything, it's just for momentum's sake going into game number 3. As they are up 1-0 in the series, although likely it's going to be a tied series after this one is over. Not Mike going to try to get another one for the Pirates. It'll sneak back out to Mountain Drew. Drew has an accurate play off the crossbar, close but no cigar, and it will be back towards the top of the box, and the Knights can work on moving out. Back off the back wall. Opportunity for Mike off the near post, coming back in. Drew sends a shot, a little bit of a change-up, and it will land on the goal line and through. It's a 5-0 lead. Big shout-out to Killer Penguin in the chat with another 900 bits to round out the bit cheer number for the day. Big bump by Not Mike there. Don't think Suitable Troy had the save anyway, but why not add a little bit of PJ Salt to the wound there with that bump out of the way so you can go up 5-0.
Yeah, but a little less than 90 seconds left, and the Pirates, they really have taken advantage of opportunities. A lot of possession time. Their shots are in places where the Knights can't get it. What are you seeing from the Knights? They got to change.
really, they just need to start hitting the ball a little bit more effectively. The other thing that they need, prioritize the boost pads a little bit higher at the moment. They seem to run out of boost very, very often, and they're not picking up those little chiclets along the way to try and keep themselves topped up. It's kind of an epidemic in the Platinum League levels. You see players really prioritize the 100s and not the 12 pads as you move around there.
50 seconds to go. Love to see the Knights get on the board before the end of this first game, but at the moment they are being taken to task by a very, very good and solid Pirates roster. This will be off the back. Trying for a touch into the middle was Mountain Drew. Not Mike, not going to be able to get to it. It'll scream back to the top of the box, and Drew turns in at the perfect time. And don't look now, but it's 6-0.
This touch by Suitable Troy, really awkward there. Wants to flip at that one, doesn't get a great takeoff, and then lets the ball cross his path so that it hits the corner of his hitbox and centers it straight out for Mountain Drew. Under no pressure, doesn't need to flip at that one, let it fall, drive into it on the bounce, and get a big clear upfield to relieve that pressure on your side.
No, this is an opportunity. Knights are going to lose the ball, though. This will be back the other way. One more time. Pirates off to a really good second game, though. If there was any way to answer a first game OT loss, it's a performance like this, as Mountain Drew is all over this shot from the midfield. A 7-0 lead, and that's how they're probably going to win by.
Yeah, second play there. Kajito a little bit too hot on the ball. Tips it away out to center, leaving his teammate on an island with the Pirates circling. He is shanghaied there.
Yep, for sure. This will stalemate at the defensive dot. Mike's going to try to make it 8. He goes off the crossbar and away with 10 on the clock. Knights just trying to get out of dodge, not let it get any worse for point differential reasons. This will get over the halfway line, and that is going to do it for game 2. As soon as this will touch the ground, but they'll just keep it up to spite us, as they normally do. There you go. As the Pirates are able to take game 2, series tied at 1 apiece.
Very good response game from the Pirates. The Knights completely out of answers for anything. There's 17 shots in the game by the Pirates there, and to say that the play was in the Knights' end for most of that game was probably an understatement. I don't recall a lot of opportunities outside, as my cat literally just about hit the reset button and ended stream right there.
Oh, that would have been fun.
Esper, I understand you're hungry. You want to be on the internet? Yeah, he's not jumping up here. It's all fine and dandy hanging out on my desk while I was running production, and now that I'm actually on camera, has realized that he's a very smart cat.
Yeah, needs to be the center of attention. That sounds like your cat. No doubt about that. But
no, he doesn't want any attention now. Now that there's actually a camera on him, he's perfectly content to just hide.
No problem. 7-0 Pirates take game number 2. And you mentioned that the ball was in the area of the Knights and the entirety of that game. All the spectating eggs on the Pirates side are looking for ticket refunds for that particular contest, as they really didn't see anything on their side of the field at all as we get into game number 3. 1-1 scoreline. As far as the series is concerned, the 7-0 score means nothing at this point as we try to find a winner in this series. 2-1 lead up for grabs. Winner will have the chance to clinch the series in the following game as we play on. 5 minutes on the clock. Game 3 inside of Manfield Snowy. If you look at the top of the map, by the way, you'll see the Aurora Borealis Northern Lights. That's going to be around the corner in the Pirates' end. Good touch from Drew. And they might have a runner here, but a good defensive play by Kajito positionally is going to take that opportunity away. Back to the sidewall. Round the corner. It'll hit the corner and bounce well outside. It's gonna be a meme before too long. That's a runner for Drew. Empty net, and he beat both of the Knights on that little play. It's a 1-0 lead for the Pirates.
I had to remove cat claws from my legs, so I kind of missed this one, but really good control by Drew down there, seeing the replay here. Gets past both Knights players, a little bit too committed up that sideboard, and they get bamboozled a little bit by that dribble, and the Pirates kicking off where they left off game 2 with a 1-0 lead.
43 seconds in, quick strike for the Pirates, a combined 8-0 over the last game and 43 seconds. We'll see what the Knights can do for an answer. Drew going to try to continue the dominance, but a really good touch is going to put Not Mike on his back heels, and that's a missed opportunity for Suitable Troy, who really needs to get that play on net. It's going to bounce off the ceiling. Good touch to the sidewall. Coming out is going to be Drew. Now Mike has to circle back. Kajito trying to turn this, puts it off the back wall. It's in an advantageous spot. Coming in is going to be Suitable Troy, trying to find the touch, but a good defensive play in front of that purple cage is going to thwart that attempt as we play a minute and a half in. Back towards the halfway line. Coming in Mike. Mike is going to try to put this into the corner, but met well there by Suitable Troy. Mike again taking possession, not Mike with the turn. He has a one-on-one with the goaltender on the goal line, and Kajito comes out aggressively to make the play happen. Still 2 minutes gone, just about. That's an opportunity. Looking far side, is going to sneak in. It will. Mountain Drew finds the post, and it's a 2-0 lead.
And Not Mike, really good job to get that touch in front of Suitable Troy. Probably could have taken a little bit less direct line to that one. Went out trying to challenge it as it bounced away. Cut a little bit closer to that backboard. You might be able to win that one there, especially in that foot race. In the end, it's an open net for the Pirates, and they take that 2-goal lead.
Good stuff so far from the Pirates, who have basically continued where they left off, as mentioned. That's going to be a long play going towards the goal line, and Not Mike's going to get credit for it, but that was a little bit of help by Suitable Troy.
Desperation play, both Knights right in front of that challenge on the shot by Not Mike. The race back, Suitable Troy trying to get it off the backboard, really just needs to go up and play that before the ball falls. Pre-jump it, as soon as it hits the backboard, be able to tip it away. Tough to do at this skill level, but you just can't let that ball hit the backboard.
Pirates, 3-0 lead, combined 10 unanswered over 2 games. It's going to go up the ramp. Shaves the ceiling, may come down eventually, but not before Troy will hit it. Pirates keep possession. Drew, off of the ceiling, that'll bounce to the floor as well. Back in the corner. That is a good piece of work. That's going to be off the sidewall. Knights able to get it past one. Suitable Troy trying to work it in the offensive end for the moment. Not able to quite get the jump off as he didn't have any boost either off that corner wall. And then back side to side, here they come. It's going to be up and hit the ceiling. Opportunity again for Not Mike to move it ahead. Minute 57 to go. Going to try to take his time, flips into the ball, removes it from the Knights' possession, and eventually it will be taken aside one more time. Kajito trying to move this back to midfield, eventually will, but we need to see an answer here. We need to see some sort of life from the Knights, as the Pirates have been really smothering as of late.
It seems like they've made some adjustments at the start of Game 2, and the Knights are not able to counter-adjust and try and pick up on what has changed and be able to work something out from that one. The other thing that they're really not doing well is positioning themselves between one another. A lot of double commits from the team in the red and gray right now, and that really needs to get resolved before they're going to be able to find some success here.
That's going to go towards the back wall. It's going to pop in front. That'll be an opportunity. Needing to put this on net is going to be Kajito, and he makes no mistake. That's a big goal to get, as it's only a 2-goal deficit now.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mountain Drew, awkward play in front of the net there. Not Mike, frozen solid because he went back to net, stood still there as the ball rolled out to the slot for Kajito, puts it away, and that's the first step they need in this 3-goal comeback, but only a minute 11 left on the clock.
4 of a kind on the clock. 1-1-1-1, 3. Good stuff. 105 left now, as this will creep down to the final 60 seconds. Going across to the sidewall. Up is Mountain Drew. Drew with the dunk into the middle, and eventually getting a long clear is going to be Kajito. Off the corner wall. Coming in, Suitable Troy is going to bounce this off the ramp. It'll creep in front of the purple net, and eventually a very, very long clear may set up the Pirates as they nearly put in their 4th of the ball game, but it goes by and aside for the moment. Chance for the Knights in the corner. Going off the ceiling, straight down. It'll hit the ground and go towards the left sidewall in front of the Knights net. Good takeaway. Big demo there, as it's going to stop the Pirates possibly setting up. And it's Kajito trying to find a dribble. Goes to the sidewall, has no boost. Now he grabs 100, has to turn back for it. Puts himself in an awkward spot. Need to see a goal real quick, and then they have to hope for a kickoff. We'll see one off the post, and that is not going to go. The Pirates take game number 3 and have a 2-1 lead in the series.
Yeah, a little bit too long for the Knights to try and get themselves going on this one here. Once they started to make a couple of adjustments, started going a little bit better. But again, a number of opportunities, and Suitable Troy very, very much the culprit of this one more often than not. Trying to front flip into the ball to clear it away when you're not under pressure. All that does is push the ball away from you and force you into an animation that it takes a long time to learn the skills on how to get out of and recover quickly from. That leaves the ball in no man's land for your opponents to play onto, and that's what invites so much pressure onto the Knight squad.
Pirates take a 2-1 lead in the series. The way they've been playing, it's hard to bet against them going into the 4th game of the series. However, the Knights can really reverse fortune here. They can force a decisive game 5, but they really need a quick start to this contest and to really keep the pressure on the Pirates, who have been very, very quick to the ball in these first 2 games.
And it's going to start with not giving the ball away, and it's not even really the Pirates being very quick to it, it's just the Knights pushing it out of range for them to play on their 2nd and 3rd follow-ups.
10 seconds into game 4, it's in the Knights' end one more time. This is not Mike. Pass out to the top of the box, and Mountain Drew cannot put that one home. Eventually, Drew will rotate back, give up the ball for the moment. The backwards driving is going to clear the ball away from the halfway line for the time being, but Kajito is there. Long send, and a nice double tap into the far side. Mountain Drew with the triple. Do the Drew. It's 1-0.
This play breaks down just before the replay when Kajito makes a front flip into the ball under no duress from his defense, or from his opposition's defense, gives the ball away to Drew, sets up an amazing triple touch downfield to take the lead for the Pirates here. You might want to clip that one, send it to at ML Doubles with the hashtag MLDPOTW. Submit that for the Balls Guarana play of the game, or play of the week, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm sure Mountain Drew would love himself a case of Balls Guarana if he is able to win that. We are back at it with a 1-0 lead, possibly 2. This is off the backboard. It's going to pop in front, and Kajito eventually will remove this from the top of the box. Touched off the right headlight. Knights trying to make something happen here. Good long clear from not Mike. Troy loses possession. It's going to bounce around. Chance for Drew, and he puts that one home. The man cannot miss right now, and it's 2-0.
And Suitable Troy trying to play this one in the corner, an awkward touch away from himself, tried to bring it under control, just executed a little bit off, and Kajito, facing away from the direction the ball was traveling, went out to intercept it, but pulled himself out of the angle he had to try and make that save. The tap in there for the Pirates, and it's 2-0 here as the Knights still can't find an answer.
Minute 12 in, and yes, the Pirates are definitely dominating this particular series. We'll see if they can add a 3rd one, as Drew is going to go up the sidewall with this. Up looking for contact is Kajito. He will fly underneath the ball. He'll give it up to his teammate. Suitable Troy has no boost, but some leverage to work with as he is able to get a penny going towards the Pirates' corner, but cannot keep the ball in the Pirates' end for very long, as Kajito will have to chase it down. Back to the top of the box again. Pirates lurking, trying to get something going in front of the net. Little backwards flick isn't going to help them at all, as the Knights can move it out. Here comes Troy. Can't get anything there. Coming across is not Mike. He will get a touch back to the midfield as this ball will travel up the ramp one more time. It remains a 2-0 lead. 2 minutes gone in a very crucial game 4 for both sides.
It doesn't go punished by the Pirates here, but the Knights were guilty of a couple things in the last sequence of play. The first one, Kajito going in very early again, thinking that Suitable Troy has any chance at making a pass out of the corner. He had no boost. We commented that on the commentary line, that he's going into the corner, had nothing to work with, but Kajito very much aggressively cheating up towards the box. And second thing that they did after that, again, flip.
They do get it.
They get that one.
They did. Suitable Troy makes it a one goal deficit.
But a flip by Not Mike away from that one. Not sure if he took off ball cam there. Tried to get contact back in. But that flip way out to the corner, pulling him out of a place where he could effectively play the ball. And it opened up the net there for the Knights to get one back up. And that's an important one. Keeps that deficit down to 1. And that's a very much manageable deficit to play with.
Halftime come and gone here in Game 4. Knights have some life after they're able to get a little bit of an individual effort from Troy. Back the other side come the Knights as they bounce it off the corner. Pirates putting themselves in a rough spot. Kajito trying to make things happen. It's going to bounce off the ceiling, land near the goal line. Nobody can get there on the red side, and eventually it'll be cleared away by Mountain Drew. Keeps it at a 1-goal deficit for a little bit longer. Still there. Knights trying to make something happen. The backflip may hurt them, though. Kajito ends up with a pinch back deep into his own end, and Suitable Troy does not really put himself in a great position to try to take this away. Good touch by Kajito. Has a little bit of time trying to put this off the right part of the nose, and that's going to create an opportunity for the Pirates. A runner for Mountain Drew, and he makes no mistake. It's a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, Kajito unfortunately doesn't get the play he wants, puts it low off the baseboard into the wheelhouse of a set defender in net pointing forward. Mountain Drew carries it out. Suitable Troy continuing on the attack that was hopeless at that point, leaves that net open, and it's back to that 2-goal deficit for the Knights now as the Pirates go up to 3-1.
Good play so far for the Pirates, as they really kind of struggled to get something going in game 1, but they have been all over the place in games 2, 3, and now 4, as Not Mike is able to add one more.
Kajito really needs to go into the corner and play that ball. It's always going to be an angle for a shot there, and when he loses the boost to Not Mike, has to realize that he needs to put that as deep into his own corner to get away from that shooting angle as possible.
1:24 left in game 4. Pirates trying to clinch the series win. Up 2-1 at the moment. They can clinch a series win with if they hold on to this 3-goal lead. Kajito trying to make it difficult on him. It'll go off the lateral wall. Coming in to try to get to the ball is Suitable Troy, but he did not realize he was beat soon enough. Kajito needs to make a defensive stop. He will on the goal line. Up he goes along the sidewall. Has no boost to work with. Boost has definitely been an issue all game and really all series long for the Knights as it continues to plague them here.
So does the double commits there. Both of them right next to one another there is Suitable Troy very aggressively in on that play, thinking it might have been a pass. Kajito wanting to just dribble it. They have to defend here now as they scramble back to find their positioning.
At least they have a little bit of boost to work with, but Mike does not care how much boost they have. 5-1 lead, and the Pirates have all but cinched game number 4.
Suitable Troy drives away from that ball, pulls himself right out of the play. Kajito, very, very difficult to defend that angle once the ball comes out there. Might have been able to call off Troy, aggressively challenge in the corner and let Troy rotate around to net. Instead, the Knights just no answers at the moment. Find themselves down 4 again in game 4.
25 on the clock. Pirates are going to add one more as we may be taking a trip to Rio de Janeiro. Not Mike makes it 6-1.
We go to Sao Paulo instead. We always go to Rio.
I mean, I'm not picky. It's warm. So at least there's that. 6-1. 22 on the clock. Not Mike going to try to put us into Brazil. He doesn't really care what geographic region in the country we go to. And that is taken aside. Kajito. 10 seconds. Off the corner. It's going to be up, going into the middle. Nothing going to happen with 3 on the clock. That is going to do it for game number 4. And the first win in this particular rivalry goes to the Pirates as they take a Sun Division, what is going to end up probably being a lead after all is said and done, as they are looking square in the face at a possible 4-1, depending on what the 5th game brings.
Really, I think that game 1 probably down to a few smaller inches than we really saw. It probably could have easily been a 5-0 series, but we still have one game to play. Knights still have a chance to bring it back. Just need to settle down and keep control of the ball as well as control of their boost. The Pirates very, very aggressive in those corners, getting the boost and the ball out because the Knights just very static and not a lot of options with such low boost numbers.
Well, you and I mentioned it a couple of times, but I saw it probably 3 or 4 times when the Knights really just put themselves in really bad spots with very low boost numbers and just tried to rely on getting in front of the ball and answering whatever contact that the Pirates had. That's not the way you want to play. You want to be aggressive to it, especially in the opponent's end, but you need to be able to prioritize boost on your route to get to that ball. They have not done a good job of that at all.
The one thing that offensively that's been killing them the most is the tendency for Suitable Troy to take the ball into the corner, have no boost to actually get a pass out front. I'll come back to that in a second here. we talked about this a little bit over the last couple of broadcasts. You can't lose the ball into your corner like that. At this level, it's so difficult to play it that all Mountain Drew and Not Mike have to do is wait for Kajito to see that ball coming in at a very awkward, very difficult mechanical angle to play, let him miss it, and then tap into an empty net because Troy is still recovering from that face-off at center.
Back we go again. It's 15 seconds in. The Pirates continue where they left off. Now they're going to go up the ramp. Pinch play by Suitable Troy is going to get back out to the top of the box and to midfield. And now it's a 2v1. Deferring to Mountain Drew. This is going to be a play off the back, trying for the double. He finds it. And another good one for Mountain Drew. It's a 2-0 lead.
Perfect example of why you can't let the ball hit the backboard. Suitable Troy out past the 6-yard box there. Doesn't play the ball off the backboard. Was trying to intercept it way out in front, but got it wrong on that one. The double touch there from Mountain Drew as he continues this march towards a dominant performance this week. The double touch for the 2-goal lead.
He's got a couple entries in that POTW contest. Don't forget, guys, clip them. Send them to hashtag MLDPOTW, and the winner gets a case of Balls Guarana delivered to their door. Thanks to Balls for the sponsorship for the MLD. There's going to be a shot by the Pirates and Not Mike, not to be outdone. Going to make it 3-0.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kajito, again, very desperately trying to make that play. Troy doing himself no favors with the rotation there. Goes like he wants to play the ball, aborts, but puts himself in no place to defend that one. Not Mike with the chip. 3-0 Pirates here. This one starting to look like a whitewash on a whitewashed field.
Yep, and yeah, whitewashed field, no kidding. But the Pirates doing themselves a lot of favors with the goal differential as well as we look into possible tiebreaker later in the season. This will be in the corner. Knights may be able to do something here. This will pop out to the top of the box, but a nice takeaway as Mountain Drew is going to get a good piece of contact as a clear goes into the red corner. Pops in frame. Mountain Drew just has to drive that one home, and he's got his third of the game.
Both Knights there. Suitable Troy charging in, misses a challenge. Kajito awkwardly up in the corner, can't get the touch, knows that he's the last player back, and just starts freestyling in front of his own net as Drew gets the tap in. It's a rough one for the Knights right now, and they'll be looking at these VODs trying to figure out exactly what went wrong. But it's just a lot of fundamentals, Curtis. They need to be a little bit better, a little bit more intelligent with the ball and some of their decision makings with where they position themselves.
It's off the corner. Going to pop to the top again, and that's eventually sent back to the midfield, and they can possibly punish here. Can they find the turn? They cannot, and that's an opportunity gone by. They needed that to show that they could compete at in this particular matchup, and it just goes by the post, and another opportunity gone by for the Knights.
Great example, though, of the boost management trouble right now for the Knights. Suitable Troy grabbing that 100 boost at the side there. By the time the ball gets back into his own corner, it's only been a sequence of about 8 seconds of play, already emptied the tank. And they're struggling to find those hundreds because the Pirates doing a very good job of prioritizing them every time they go through into a 50-50.
Good clear away from the goal line. Chance for the Knights to move up one more time. Really good defensive play by Drew positionally as he gets across the face of goal to take that one away, and Kajito cannot angle this towards the net. Not Mike in that Jaeger. He's going to put this one off of the sidewall, ends up with more of a ceiling shot than I think he wanted, and it goes deep into red territory. Kajito working with the Octane towards the offensive end, has to try to turn in on this, has to reverse at it, and he was not in a great position to capitalize on it, and he pays for it as it's another one that does not end up in the back of the net.
Slow reaction time. If he'd have just backed up into that one, tried a little bit of a bicycle, might have had the contact he needed. Instead, tried to power slide turn, couldn't get the amount of rotation he needed, had to pull the brake. It looked like he was almost pulling the accelerator. Pull the brake and do the power slide there, might have been able to get the front, but all told, not enough frames to do it with, and the Pirates get the clear.
That's going to travel around the corner. Bounce near side. It's off the back. That's going to touch towards the top of the box. Getting it around one is Suitable Troy. Getting a nice demo as well as Kajito. It's a 2v1. Trying to pass across. And a great defensive play by Mountain Drew to take it aside. As we play about 90 seconds left, it remains a 4-0 lead. That's going to touch the inside post, but nothing doing as the Pirates couldn't add a fifth. Back on the right wing side. Another chance for the Knights to get on the board. Kajito with the turn. They finally find the back of the net as the goal explosion happens. It's a 4-1 lead still.
A lot of work needed by the Knights to get this one. Kajito, good recovery, keeps all 4 wheels down, knows he has to get outside the ball, does everything he can to catch up to that, tap that one in. But the challenge is at midfield, and the recovery afterwards really what sets up that goal. If he doesn't get all 4 wheels down, no ability to catch up to that ball as it would have gone too far and out of his range of possession.
Oh, good looking kickoff, and Suitable Troy with the dunk. Boom, shakalaka. It's 4-2.
And Not Mike dunked into next week here. Suitable Troy comes in and blocks that one there. A little bit of life left. A minute 17, not unheard of for 2 goals here. Another kickoff goal, put themselves, within 1 with about a minute to go. Definitely see a comeback happening here in Game 5.
Yep, they've been a little bit better over the last 30 seconds or so. They really need to finish the comeback, though. They do not want to take a 1-4 in Week 1 if they can help it. This will be into the red corner. Coming out, Suitable Troy ends up deferring back. Now let's put himself in a bit of a weird spot, but it does get back out to the halfway line. Looking for a double. Drew again, can't find it. Not Mike is up. He's got an accurate looking shot. It's in the inside post, and it's a 5-2 lead, possibly the dagger in Game 5.
Both Knights turn towards this one, and it pulls him out of position there as Kajito too far and pointed forward, not towards that ball to be able to come out and play it. It's an open line on that angle for not Mike, to put that one in and put that lead back out. That should snuff out any chance of a comeback here.
That'll be far side shot. Knights trying to get something for goal differential at least with 43 left. This will be back to the top of the box. It'll travel to the midfield stripe. And eventually Kajito finds it on the side wall. Not Mike gets there first. Be a chance for Suitable Troy to at least keep it in. However, if you're me, you're probably trying to put that one on net. But either way, up the side wall again it goes. Mike is going to defer on this. He'll try to attack it in the corner. Not going to happen. That's a really tough squeeze from Kajito, but he finds it in the near side, 5-3.
Really not sure how this one got in there. It's a good ball in, forces Not Mike into a desperation play, just finds that seam. Drew can't quite cover the corner with the hitbox of the Octane. A little bit too far outside, left that seam open. The Knights back within 2, but with a minute less to work with than previously.
Maybe Drew was a little too slow just to react to the aggressive play from Kajito in that near side post.
Possibly. It's very difficult to read that one there, especially when your teammate struggling on the desperation play right into the corner, but ultimately not going to cost them the game here as the Pirates run the clock down, and that'll do it. It's a 5-3 win in Game 5. It's a 4-1 win on the series. The Pirates taking a commanding first series off of their divisional rivals.
That's a very, very good effort from the Pirates as they do really good work to take a 4-1 win from their division rivals as the Sun Division has a new leader at the end of Week 1. The Pirates jump into a 4-1 record, and with the blatant outshooting of their opponents, it's pretty easy to see why, as the Knights really couldn't get anything going consistently.
Yeah, a lot of that their own fault too. They just could not find a way to keep that ball close enough to them to make things happen. And when you don't keep control of the ball, you don't have a lot of options except to continue to defend and expend boost. And when your boost management is already a bit of a struggle, it leaves you in such a poor spot to be able to try and manage your defense and get yourself a power clear.
Oh, don't fret. I mean, 10 weeks is a long, long season. No doubt about that. And the Knights have plenty of time to get their act together. I'm sure they'll be able to gain a lot of chemistry playing together, and we'll see a lot of improvement from those guys, as everybody in the league. So if you had an off first week, no big deal. There's definitely a lot of time to improve. And with that said, that will bring us to the close of another night of MLD action this primetime Saturday night. We saw a little bit of everything tonight. We saw the reward of not having to eat pineapple pizza.
But also the punishment of now having to eat durian candy.
Yeah,
I think that's a worse fate, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
pineapple,
of the two.
Pineapple pizza is an abomination. You heard it here first.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. Yeah, your brother's gonna smite you for that, but that's okay.
He's never gonna watch this VOD. It's fine. But we got a little bit of business to attend to first, guys. All of your favorite plays, make sure you clip them, tweet them at ML Doubles with the hashtag MLDPOTW to submit them for the MLD Play of the Week, presented by Balls Guarana this season. Winner each week receiving a case of Balls Energy Drink, courtesy of our friends at Balls. Get free shipping with the code MLD at Balls. That's BAWLS.com. And a huge shout out as well to our friends at Arctic Cooling. Make sure you check out their giveaway pinned tweet on our Twitter account at at ML Doubles to get yourself signed up for that. Win yourself a CPU cooler if you might need a bit of an upgrade in that department. That's going to do it for us, though, guys. I have been an Anime J, joined by Curtis as well. Big shout out to Ninja Rider and Shimblade for opening up the cast tonight. Looking forward to seeing more from those guys here in the booth in the future. We'll be back tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern, for our Showdown Sunday. As always, we'll be looking at kicking that one off with a bit of a banger. It'll be the defending champions, the Ducks, but the Champions League edition. They'll be facing their Sky Division rivals in the Hawks. You don't want to miss that one. Again, 9 p.m. Eastern kickoff every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights for the next 14 weeks. We will see you guys later. Please stick around for the host. Say hello to whoever we give the love to. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have yourselves a great night.
Into the night, the city lights are dancing, slowly falling apart. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling stronger, and I know I can do better. The shadows